Hey y'all, it's your Missniecytv and I'm here to do a review for The Shy Season 6, Episode 7. This episode starts off with Papa in the church and he's breaking down, thinking about his father, and he just wants to be left alone. Papa is thinking of all the lessons that his father taught him, and Papa is also probably feeling lots of guilt due to their last conversation before Pastor Stanley's death. Then we have Bakari going to confront Nuck, and Zay is there, and Nuck and Zay are smiling. Nuck goes, "Why did y'all kill Pastor Stanley? I thought y'all said family was off limits. Pastor Stanley was like a father to me." Nuck says, "We're your family, and if you think that you're gonna kill me and get away with it, you're not, because they gonna kill you too. We're your family and we're all you got, so you gotta listen to us. And the reason we killed Pastor Stanley is because he was doing too much talking." Yeah, Papa at the church and Bakari walks in and Papa confronts Bakari. He's like, "I know when your boys killed him." Bakari's like, "He was like a father to me." Papa's like, "He wasn't your father, he was mine. And you and your boys are the reason why he's gone." Bakari's like, "Well, if Pastor Stanley would have just did what he was supposed to do, he would still be living." I can tell that Bakari's really hurt by this, and I know Papa's hurt too, and I just feel so bad. Then we have Keisha telling Emmett that she's leaving him, and Emmett's like, "What happened to you staying around when things got tough?" Keisha said, "Well, this is life or death, and I'm not sticking around for this." Emmett says, "I will do all I can to protect my family because I will never let nothing happen to y'all." Keisha looks like she's about to leave, but then she agrees to stay, but she's staying in another room. Emmett decides to go up the stairs after the conversation with Keisha. Keisha has the bad idea to text Nuck talking about something. "Can we talk?" Keisha, "I know you think you're doing a good thing trying to talk to Nuck to protect you and Emmett." Then we have Victor finally coming clean and telling Jake everything that's going on and his legal troubles. But it's surprising to Victor that Jake already knows about Duda and his plans of killing folks. So it's not really surprising to Jake. But Jake does tell Victor, "You don't need to snitch because if you snitch, you won't be around." And Victor's like, "But my thing is, Victor told more to Jake than the actual nephew of the person that was killed, and the one that has been asking you what happened to his uncle. Make that make sense, Victor." Keisha and Nuck finally meet up, and Keisha tells Nuck that you have to promise me that Emmett won't get hurt, and neither will I, because I just want to protect my family. Keisha's like, "We know that Duda is dangerous, and I just want Emmett to be careful." Nuck says, "Well, I can't make any promises that I can't keep." Keisha said, "Well, you have to promise me that you'll protect me and also Emmett." Nuck is like, "Emmett doesn't even do that much extensive work. He just cleans the money." Keisha's like, "That's still dangerous." Nuck also tells Keisha that he doesn't have as much power as you think he does. Duda doesn't listen to a word that he says. Papa goes over to Kenya's house and they're talking, and Kenya's just trying to comfort Papa, but Papa's being so mean to her. And she's like, "Why are you being so mean to me?" Papa's like, "You want to know why? Because the last conversation I had with my dad before he died was about you, and he was telling me not to be with you because I can't handle the responsibility." Kenya's like, "Wow." And I'm like, "Papa, you don't have to treat her like that just because you're grieving. That was mean. Don't take your anger and guilt out on her." Then we have Emmett telling Darnell that he wants to buy Duda out so that he doesn't have to work for him anymore. Darnell's like, "Well, I think I can help." Emmett's like, "Well, Keisha was threatening to leave me earlier." Darnell was like, "That's why I have Team Keisha." I'm like, "Emmett, there's no amount of money that you can give this man so that you can buy him out so you don't have to work." Maisha's in the studio working and Gemma shows up late. Maisha asks Gemma why she showed up late. Gemma's like, "I was in a meeting." Maisha was like, "In a meeting with who?" Gemma was like, "With Bakari's sister." Maisha was like, "She's not even that good." Gemma's like, "Well, I need more people on my roster as a manager." Maisha was like, "Well, you haven't done anything with me yet. I'm the GOAT, and Bakari's sister won't make any money." And then we have Rashad and Deja, and they're laying on the couch watching a movie, and it's nighttime. Rashad hears somebody breaking into the house, but he forgets that Deja's in there. He opens the vent, grabs the guns, and tries to go after the person that is robbing their house. He pulled out the whole bag of guns instead of just one. Deja's like, "Where'd you get those guns from?" Rashad said, "I'm just holding them for somebody." Deja said, "Get them out of my house now. And is there anything else that you're hiding from me?" Rashad is like, "No." You can tell that Deja's really scared and she's regretting the fact that she got with Rashad. Emmett goes down to confront Judah again, and I can't take him seriously from the way that he acted in the last episode. Like, really? It's not gonna work. But Nuck tells him that you need an appointment in order to see Judah. Nuck says, "Did you talk to Keisha today?" Me and her talked. Emmett's like, "No." Nuck said, "So she didn't tell you, huh?" And Nina are in therapy. Keisha was reluctant to have Nina there, but she eventually agrees. Nina makes a shocking confession that she didn't want kids, but she still loves her kids, and she loves them dearly. Keisha's really hurt by this confession. She was like, "So that's the reason why you treated us like the way you did, because you didn't want us." Nina's like, "No, it's just that I felt like it was a responsibility, and I didn't want kids." Nina's like, "I do love y'all, though." Nina was like, "When I just wanted to explore my sexuality and to be myself and to travel the world. But when I was growing up, being a good girl was getting married and having kids, and I didn't want to do that. But I do love you and your brother very much." Then we see Kevin and Emmett having a little bonding moment, and Kevin is telling him, "Thank you for being there for me. You're always like a big brother, and I love you very much." Emmett's like, "I'm very proud of you to see the man that you're becoming, and I love you too, and I will always be here for you." I'm like, "Oh, I'm glad that Kevin finally has a brother figure, and Emmett is always there for him, because Brandon was like that brother figure to him until Papa and his family have a private funeral for Pastor Stanley, and Bakari is there, and Bakari's heard him, so is Papa. Bakari's like, "What do you think Pastor Stanley would say to us?" Papa says that Pastor Stanley would be mad that Papa didn't wear his tie today, but he would tell us to always be the best version of ourselves. Bakari and Papa have a bonding moment, and they both break down in each other's arms. Gemma and Jake are having a conversation, and Gemma's like, "I had a meeting with Bakari's sister today." Jake is like, "Why are you working with her anyway?" Gemma's like, "Because she brings in more money." Jake is like, "Is that all she bringing in?" Jake knows that Bakari's sister is feeling Gemma in some type of way, and Jake doesn't want her to fall for it. Even though, because we know Gemma likes to hop around from one to another. Jake is like, "I think you should stick to working with Maisha." Rashad meets with Bakari to get the guns back, and he tells Bakari, "I can't do this no more. I can't hold them for you no more." He also tells Bakari that Pastor Stanley would be rolling in his grave if he knew what Bakari was out here doing. Bakari says, "All right, I'll handle it." Duda, Nuck, and Zay are playing chess together, and Zay wants to learn how to play. Duda says, "You gotta wait." And Zay says, "I'll just teach myself." Duda says, "I like that." Nuck is over there laughing. And Duda tells Nuck that sometimes you gotta sacrifice the ones you love in order to win the game. Zay's like, "You're a queen too?" Duda's like, "Yeah, you have to sacrifice your queen too in order to win the game." And you know that was a shot at Nuck, because Nuck will do everything in his power to protect you. Then we have Victor telling Fatima that he wants to start a family with her. And I'm like, "Victor, you're not even all the way out the woods yet with the legal trouble. Figure out your legal troubles first before trying to start a family and start a life with Fatima. I think y'all will make a wonderful family, but Victor, you move too fast. The last girl, you wanted to marry her, you see where that got you. Now you want to build and start a family with Fatima. I think you're just searching for love in all the wrong places. And you need to heal yourself first, because the way you move it, it's a little too fast." Remember when Bakari said he was going to handle the situations with the guns? Yeah, he handled it all right. He brought the guns to Lena's house and told her, you just need to hold these guns, but Lena's like, what's in there? Bakari's like, I can't show you, because if I show you, it's going to get her in trouble. I'm like, Bakari, even if you show her or you don't show her, it's going to get her in trouble, because they know it's you that brought it in there. And what if one of the kids get a hold of the guns and something happens to them? What do you think is going to happen then? You and Lena are going to be in big trouble. And they don't care that you're minors. They're going to charge you as adults. And if you thought Jamal was nice to you the first time, he's definitely not going to be nice to you now. Now that he probably figured out that Lena's harboring guns for you. Lena, I know you love Bakari, and Bakari has a sweetheart, but the life that he's getting you into is not good. And it's not good for you and your future, and neither is his future in good hands either. It's the day of the funeral for the public for Pastor Stanley, and him sees Keisha there, and he tells Keisha, if you ever touch the neck again without me knowing, we're done. Keisha's like, and you're the one to give ultimatums? Keisha, you can't be mad. You're the one that talked to this man behind his back, and you're trying to make him feel like he can't protect his family. Keisha, you're just making the situation worse. Then this man, don't give a darn doodah, pulls up to the funeral without a care in the world, like he's not the one responsible for Pastor Stanley's death. And if it was me, and I seen somebody there that's responsible for one of my family members' death or a close loved one, yeah, it's not gonna be pretty. Somebody's gonna get dropped or somebody's gonna get jumped. We're just not gonna let that slide. I was the whole community there, but nothing is happening to Doodah. Then Doodah tries to act like he's Big Red off the 5 Heartbeats and goes up to Pastor Stanley's wife like, I'm so sorry for your husband's death. And Pastor Stanley's wife goes, get out. You're not supposed to be here, and take your little posse with you. I know you're the ones that killed my husband, so get out and get out now. Doodah, why would you even show up to that man's funeral like that? I'm surprised she didn't slap you like Jimmy's wife did Big Red on the... Papa gives a heartfelt, emotional eulogy about his father and about speaking about time and how to cherish time and how his father gave him a pocket watch before he died and told him to always cherish it. And Papa says, I feel like I have nothing to live for now since my father's gone, and he's the only one that I had to live for because I always wanted to make him proud, and now that I can't do that, it hurts. And Papa is breaking down, but I'm glad that Kevin and Drake are standing there beside him. Having to go through Pastor Stanley's death is kind of hard, Papa, in so many ways, and I hope that it doesn't turn him cold. Let me know what you guys think about the episode. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your bell notifications. Bye.